and I was one of the members with the International Women of Hope who traveled to Haiti in June. Okay, I think the biggest thing for me with the mission trip, so this isn't my first time coming to Haiti as an adult, but it's the second time I've come, and though I have family that's from here, I've never visited Cap Haitian, and so having the opportunity to visit Cap Haitian really opened my eyes to a different part of Haiti and seeing how people live in that part, in the northern parts of Haiti, and experiencing just more of the culture and seeing the people. Now, I've always known Haiti has poverty and there are issues, but the thing that was the biggest takeaway for me on this trip was the simple fact that there's quite a bit of teen pregnancy that I just wasn't aware of before. I didn't know that young women were, engaging in sexual activity with men for just merely to survive, to eat. And there are tons of them who are, having children and young mothers as well that are raising teenage daughters who aren't necessarily rearing them in the right direction because of just economic need. And I hadn't realized even that at a certain point some of the young women stopped going to school because they just couldn't afford it. It's just the family had to prioritize funds between, okay, are we going to eat or are we going to educate our child? And coming on this trip really made clear to me that fact that it is an issue, and it helps me understand why International Women of Hope exists, because I got a chance to understand how they're empowering women to live as single mothers and not feel that they need to use their bodies as a tool to feed their child, their young children, or feel like they need to sell themselves in order to get the resources that they need to pay to educate their children. And I'm really happy that I had the opportunity to attend and get this insight, because I think it gives me a different perspective that I can take back home. And when I talk about the organization, I can share my personal experience and the things that I saw, the things I was able to learn from the trip, because I appreciated seeing how so many people are entrepreneurs. As you drive down the road, you'll see different umbrellas set up with phones. You'll see, cookies, whatever, ice cream. People are selling any and everything in order to make a living. So it let me know that people aren't just saying that they need help, and you're not just hearing of people begging, but you see people trying to make things work. And when we spoke at a Catholic school to a lot of the parents and the children, it also brought awareness to the fact that these young mothers are struggling to just educate their children, and they see the value in educating their children, but the economic resources just aren't available. So when I go home to Boston, the biggest takeaway for me on the trip is just understanding that the International Women of Hope really truly stands for empowering women and educating young youth, showing women how to live for themselves, not just teaching them how to fish, not just giving them fish, but teaching them how to truly fish and feed and provide for their families without compromising their own morals and values.